David Savage, a.k.a. Diz, and this is The Force Always.
Welcome to the Star Wars news, views and reviews and interviews. Let's get on with it. This week marks The Resistance. That's Star Wars The Resistance. It's a new animation for Lucasfilm, Disney. It has debuted on the Disney Network. The first 2 episodes was called The Recruit. Check it out now, and more about that later on in the show. To more news, it's about 180 days to Star Wars Celebration in Chicago 2019. That's right, 2019 will see Star Wars Celebration come together. And it's 180 days-ish away right now. No real news making yet with that, but anything that comes to a light, I'll let you know definitely. To more news in the last week, New York Comic Con has taken place where there was some Star Wars panels. Nothing greatly significant, but that's what's happened in the last week. To more news, Mark Hamill, who plays Luke Skywalker, has gone by Twitter to express that he would like to see Carrie Fisher, which is Princess Leia or General Leia, depends on what generation you're from, to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He wants her to have a star for the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and he's gone via Twitter for that. That's pretty much the news for this week around. Let's get into the views. Views is not the amount of YouTube views one gets. It's not about predictions. It's just my story ideas. In the last week, even though we've had the Resistance debut for Star Wars and Lucasfilm on the Disney Network, we've also had a lot of word about another show, which is called The Mandalorian. Jon Favreau's new series coming to the Disney streaming network, which is yet to be announced what the name and when and all that. But we've had an image, we've had the name, a bit of a synopsis. And yeah, so my views is, as I said last week, I want the Mandalorian to be plural, not singular. Like, I want the Mandalorian to not be about one character. It's essential that Star Wars gets away from always focusing on one. It does sort of feel good, but we've had enough of it. We need to explore it to be a more plural sort of way of looking at this. It will create a real underworld sort of feel, criminal element. I think it'll be great. That's my sort of story idea. It's just sort of saying to you guys out there that Star Wars, that Mandalorian, the new TV live action series that's going to come to the Disney streaming service next year, should be about a number of Mandalorians, not just one. That's my story idea. So anyway, just to really elaborate on that, because I think that's being missed a little bit at the moment. Anyway, that's the views for this time around. Let's get into the reviews. The reviews this time around is about Star Wars animation called The Resistance, and the first episode was called The Recruit. It was a double episode. People were doubting it a lot, including myself partially. I knew it was going to be a Saturday cartoon sort of feel, but I gave the double episode a 7 out of 10. I thought it had sort of good throwbacks to some things, especially for the prequel era. It had the voice commentator, the original voice commentator in the pod race in episode 1. I thought that was good. It even had the sort of robots that were the pod racing assistants back in episode 1. I thought that was good. And the story had some sort of interesting ideas to it rather than be focused on kids. It's definitely very kid orientated, but I thought it was better than I made it out to be, and I'm sure a lot out there as well. So the first episodes, The Recruit, which is a double episode. I gave 7 out of 10. Anyway, that's my reviews for this time around. Let's get into the interviews. It's too cute. That's 2 questions. Ask myself for you guys out there. First question is, what came out of New York Comic Con 2018 for Star Wars? The only real thing that I could see coming out of there, which is sort of an interesting sort of thing by Star Wars itself, having our stories, Star Wars, our stories. It was good, but just nothing really significant came out of New York Comic Con. I think New York Comic Con is a place that they can really let loose on. I think it's got a lot of potential, but it's just underutilized, especially for Star Wars. I know it's about comics. I know it's not really meant to be about Star Wars, but something better than just very small bits of information should have come out. I mean, something just juicy, but nothing really came out of it besides the Our Stores, which is good. I like the idea what they're doing there. But anyway, what came out of it? Not a whole lot. Maybe next time. Second question is, what is next for Star Wars? What is next? Well, there's no movies coming out for at least over a year. Besides, more episodes of The Resistance that's to come, probably some more images, some maybe footage or something like this with the live action TV series, The Mandalorian, maybe, I don't know. But technically, the next event for Star Wars really is Star Wars Celebration 2019 in Chicago. That's the real big event for Star Wars fans. It would be good, even though I said that New York Comic Con is underutilized. I think it would be good just waiting for some great information for Star Wars Celebration 2019 in Chicago. I'd love to see it really just be an onslaught of stacks of information, really get the fans excited. That's what's next. Star Wars Celebration 2019. That's the next real big event besides the Resistance cartoon, as you know, as I've said already. But yeah, so that's what's next. Star Wars Celebration 2019. Anyway, so that's the interviews for this time around. Look, you can be a Patreon supporter of mine. Just go to patreon.com. Check out The Force Always. Help support the channel. I'm here on a weekly basis with the Star Wars news, views, reviews, and interviews. And that's it. So, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Only on YouTube. The Force Always. Like, share the video with others. Check it out again. Send me a message via Twitter, or even Instagram, or even YouTube itself. I'll answer those questions. And until next time, in this nice sort of sunny type of set today, as Australia is actually moving into summer shortly, and the rest of the world winter, but anyway, that's where Australia is going. Until next time, keep rocking.